بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Allah Azza wa Jal says, if we had opened up the doors of our rizq, if we had given our sustenance to our servants, لَبَغَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ, they would have gone beyond the measure. They would have gone to a level of haram. They would have done something that they should not do. وَلَكِنْ يُنَزِّلُ بِقَدَرٍ مَا يَشَاءُ. Instead, Allah reveals with His qadr as much as He wants to whomever He pleases.
Walaikum salam.
What's your name?
Najib.
Bilqis Rashid.
Ahmad Usman Fazli.
Tariq Sheikh.
My name is Aisha.
My name is Ghulam Nabi Wahora, and this is my wife Abida Wahora.
My name is Mahmood Patel.
I am Rehana Jan.
Yeah, my name is Afzal Bakran.
How long have you been in this community?
In this community?
Yeah.
Since 2000.
Almost like 40 years.
Nearly 30 years.
Since we started.
We are here since 1976.
Oh, in this community since 1988, about 30 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
Share your experience with us of how this community was established.
I was the first one here in Community King of Prussia, and then we thought of it, and then at my basement we started Jummah prayer, and my uncle came from England, Hafiz Ghulam Muhammad, and we started Taraweeh at my home basement. And at the time, Hasemi Saab was taking in his station wagon all the kids from King of Prussia to Albania Mosque every day, very dedicated person. Take it in the morning and then bring it back after the madrasa is over. That's how we started whole community.
You know, in the 1980s, when my father first moved here, he said that he went through the phone book, literally looking for Muslim names in order to help establish a Muslim community. This was before any sort of Islamic society existed in the area. There he met the likes of Amin Jan Saab, Abdul Majid Al-Din Saab, Ghulam Nabi Wahora Saab, amongst others, many of whom are still present in our society today, in order to help form the Islamic Society of Greater Valley Forge. Alhamdulillah, this was great because my father would no longer have to bus children into the city, Philadelphia, in order to get them an Islamic education. Okay, so let's fast forward to the 1990s now and take a walk down memory lane. You see, this is a walk that many people before Villanova, before Iqra, before Isgvf had purchased its property, used to walk to in order to congregate here to pray Jummah. Although it was held in other places in the past, here we finally refer to Masjidul Basement. Our basement used to hold the entire community.
And then we went to the Kingswood apartment.
We started from the Moore Road Cultural Center.
As the community grew, we grew out of the Upper Merion Community Center. And then for a while we were at the Rosemont College.
First mosque started by the Front Street Mosque.
I remember the night my husband and two other brothers, including brother Javed Hashmi, they came to see this place because somebody was selling this place and moving to Florida.
So, even after Devon was purchased and Masjid al-Huda was established, I remember my father driving to uncles' homes that were free, picking them up, and then taking them to the masjid so that we would be able to have Jamaat at Devon.
The new masjid now, this is so much overflow, this masjid.
Share your experience with us.
Beautiful. I really love this community. They are very open-hearted people. They have accepted us as family. I like the closeness of this community very much.
Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy. They are doing a great job.
And Alhamdulillah, the new generation has taken it over now, and they are doing such a beautiful, beautiful job here. It is Allah's blessing that this place is doing so well. The children are very, very committed.
Their third or fourth lesson, they know how to pronounce, how to sound the letters. MashaAllah, they know how to
to the letters in the haraka.
What is a mawsuf sifa? What kind of fragment are we talking about here? What kind?
Adjective.
Good. An adjective. Mir has spoken. It's an adjective. So it's a descriptive type of a fragment, right? So the mawsuf is the noun, the sifa is the adjective, and in English you say sunny day, you say the adjective first, but in Arabic you flip them. So you make sure you remember that. A lot of you guys, when you were making them, you were not flipping it. You were saying it like you would have said it in English, but that's not the case. Make sure you flip them.
All those founding members who put an effort and they understood that a mosque is so necessary for the Muslim community, they put the seed in. They were not, some of them were not even able to see that tree growing, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give them the reward of, look at this, mashallah, this is such a growing community, and mashallah, this lot of people are trying to come to this community because of this mosque.
So alhamdulillah, this community comes together and strives to be a good example of a Muslim, and also teach our youngsters and others, like
Food distribution program brings food needy families around the Devon community. Packed and fresh health food is distributed on monthly and need basis at neighboring communities. This program is fully supported by community donations and community volunteers in Devon area. Alhamdulillah, in the year 2017, food distribution program has supported over 300 families in the surrounding areas of Devon, Norristown, Coatesville, and Lancaster.
Rabbi, as we both know, it's a great blessing to have both of us here as neighbors next door to each other. And I would just like to know, for the benefit of those new people attending today's fundraiser dinner at our mosque, could you say what is your script defines the neighbors are in?
We as neighbors look beyond the differences that we might have, whether it's language, whether it's religion, whether it's the way we look, color of our skin, the accents that we speak with, but we're all people. But the fact that there's a mosque and a synagogue right next to each other, I think it says something generally to the world, but it says something to ourselves, that as people we're not that different. So I would imagine you're probably fundraising tonight, and it's I don't have to tell you guys how to practice your religion. I know from us it's very important to be giving, but there's certain institutions that you really feel when you're giving them, it's money well spent.
What kind of equipment and activities do we need for kids in this community? New playground and this basketball court.
We need a big gymnasium, like an indoor gymnasium.
And
pray after they're done playing basketball.
Yeah. My favorite thing in the mosque is to go to the Friday halqa and visit all my friends.
This, here, I've seen the same people are doing volunteer every time. Jazakallah, Allah will reward them. But I want everyone up to participate in it and contribute by financially, by psychologically, by physically, everything.
You see, everyone has a choice to make. For Muslim immigrants coming to America, or Muslims born and raised here, will they leave behind the Islamic world they came from and assimilate? Or will they maintain their Islamic identity? Will they make the efforts to raise their kids for Allah via the masjid? Will they die as Muslims, buried in a Muslim burial ground, spending a life towards a legacy that multiplies and bears fruit to be eaten in Jannah? Will they eat that fruit in Jannah? Insha'Allah. See, it's the barakah of those activities, those efforts, that money that went into that building, which allowed the new one to be built. The new building is just a direct manifestation of Allah's words. If you give, I will multiply it. MashaAllah. This is a worldly example of that, and the next life's reward awaits, inshallah.
Please donate generously. There are many ways to donate. You can become a member of the masjid. You can donate monthly by filling out ACH. You can donate by credit card.
Here today to raise funds for the masjid. I would encourage you to give and donate as much as you can, and do support the causes of the masjid. Thank you.
I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight in this fundraising iftar dinner. And most importantly, become volunteer for the masjid and donate your time. We are always looking for volunteers. Please donate generously. Jazakallahu khair. May Allah bless you.